with the victims.
The victims?
Yeah. That's, hopefully they want to use it for their press release that they're getting together so they can take it down to record companies in Los Angeles. That'll be really good, and I think they're one of the better bands in town, so I'm trying to help them get signed, and they've always supported my magazine, and that's the reason I'm especially supportive of them, because they've gone out of the way to help me, like doing benefits and stuff like that, and what have you.
They've been on the scene for quite a while here.
Yeah, they've been around for about 2.5 years, but now they're just finally getting the recognition that they so heartedly deserve.
Have you known them for a long time, or?
I met Nyna, George, and Jay, whom was their original guitarist. I would say I gave them their first gig at the MAP at a benefit that I had in January of 1979. Yeah, I pretty much, George, the bass player at the time, was calling up about most everyone, begging them to let them play. And I hadn't heard them, but I liked him in a way because he seemed somewhat persistent. And so I said, sure, if you guys want to open up the show, do. And they did. And I became friends with Nyna. And they said, anytime you ever need us for a benefit or anything like that, just let us know and we'll do it. And every time I called, and for a long time, they were just playing opening or second act towards other bands, but now I hold them as with as much esteem as the Dead Kennedys, and probably for my own personal taste a little more. I like the Dead Kennedys a lot, but I like the Victims, I think, a little better. She lets them know.
So Nyna runs the whole band, or?
Well, basically, Nyna's the lyricist, and she writes the lyrics and helps with the music. Like, I would say that herself, along with the other three, are the driving force, but it's her lyrics that help out with the music of the Victims. And so she has a strong say in the music that surrounds her lyrics, and also with a lot of things that she wants to do.
Did Johnny know Nyna from before this thing, or?
Johnny.
From the No Alternative?
Oh, Johnny Genocide? Have they known each other before the punk scene?
Yeah.
Well, I'd say that the Victims and No Alternative, as the band No Alternative, haven't been around quite as long as the Victims have, but he was in various bands with the same name and same bass player. And so they had played together under, like, KGB and the Victims and Menace.
That's when
and
they
the
did Dime in
Victims.
the USA when they were KGB.
Yeah. And, so I guess they've known each other for quite a long time. I mean, they've been friends. They get along with each other. I don't know for sure how other, I don't know. I know that Jeff and Steve and all those guys get along real well. I don't think Nyna really calls him or anything.
So you started Punk Love single-handedly?
Yeah, one day, we had been talking about it for a long time. 3 people, myself, a guy named Vince, and Blondine at the time had been talking about it for a long time. Starting something up that would be an alternative to Search and Destroy, because basically, if you weren't in a band, they never wrote about you. And so we were thinking about what we could do, and I just came up, why not start out a magazine? And so the next thing I knew is that it was in August of '79, I met Ginger Coyote, and he offered to help me print it up. He worked in a Xerox place down in Sunnyvale, so I would just get everything together and pretty much have everything that I needed. Like, then I didn't, like, that was like flubbo mistakes. It was like somewhat like Flipside was, where a lot of writing was involved in it. I didn't have everything typed out. There was writing, there was like late news and stuff like that.